My work sucks. Like, like it really sucks. But that's okay because not everything you make has to be like the best thing you've ever made. Like, yes, there's growth and there's improving and noticing different things on each projects. Like, I've never made a project that I'm 100% happy with, but not everything you make has to be the best thing you've ever made. And that's actually quite a tricky thing to like get your head around. It's taken me ages to get my head around that idea and just coming to terms with it, because I feel like as a freelancer, we have to take on jobs that get us by. We have to take on jobs that aren't necessarily the most exciting thing in the world, but give us a monetary value. And obviously that enables us to pay ourselves and actually have a life away from making videos and taking photos. I feel like when you get like in the loop of doing all those client work and doing all those client bits, that you can like really lose track of your own creative spark and what really excites you and what you actually find enjoyment doing. I saw this idea the other day about this thing called the gap, and it's essentially about your ambition not matching the work you're producing. When I watched this video about this, I was like, mad. Like that like that is so true. That it was just like a minute and a half. I'll link the video down below. And it's just about what you have in your head isn't matching what you're producing. And I feel like that's such a massive feeling for people at the start of their journeys making videos or in filmmaking, because you haven't learned all the tricks of trade yet, and you technically never will. But it was such an eye-opener, and it was almost like an explainer for something that can't be explained. And this isn't something that is like happens over a couple of weeks. It's something that will stay with you for years, and it will stay with me for years as well. But it's such a normal thing to feel, and I think the only way to get past it is by just creating loads of work. It's just making loads of stuff and getting better at it, and you will eventually like be making the stuff that you want to be making, you see in your own head. But again, with that, you'll be making loads of work, and the next one you do after the last one might not be better than that last one. And that is like absolutely okay. And I almost say this as a reminder to myself, because I struggle with this a lot. I feel like when I make something that I'm super proud of, or I had loads of fun making, like I always compare it to the last thing I did, and I think, is that better? And I think that's the wrong thing to do, doing video by video, because I feel like you improve different areas, whether that be like editing, pacing, color grading, just general camera work, lighting, or any of that kind of stuff. And I think it's better to compare it to what videos you're doing last year, not your last one. But if you're feeling like your work's at a bit of a standstill at the minute, or you're not progressing in what you're doing, whether that be because you're swamped with client work, or you just generally don't feel like what you're doing is getting better, is just take a step back, look at where you were last year, and then ask that question to yourself of, am I improving? Is this stage better than the last stage where I was at a year ago? And it's definitely a difficult thing to come to the realization of, because you want to do better each and every project, but sometimes that's just not possible. It's a completely natural thing to want to be better than the day before, but I especially think in projects, don't stress about it being video by video or photo by photo. Let a long period of time happen. Let whatever you're doing in that period of time happen, and then reevaluate the situation. Again, I definitely say this as like a reminder to myself, because I forget it a lot, especially with some of the stuff I make, and it's easy to get sucked into the trap instead of just like realizing that you're on the right path and just having a bit of belief in yourself that each video you make is like another 1% to where you want to be. And I also think it's important to like appreciate where you are now and like enjoying the journey, or enjoying the moment you're in at the minute, because if you had everything you wanted in your life, there'd be nothing to progress on, or there's nothing to improve on. So I definitely think enjoying your journey and enjoying the bad moments, or the moments you mess up, or like all that kind of stuff, like appreciate it. That's such a stupid thing to say, but appreciate your mess ups, because you'd rather it be this way than having everything and like not messing up, or like if you don't mess up you don't learn. So if you've got to this point in the video, thank you very much for watching, and taking your time out of your day to watch the video, just listen to me talk. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a good week and smashing it. And I will see you soon.